We're at the Ben Milam statue in San Antonio. Benjamin Milam was one of the Texans who died at the Battle of San Antonio in December of 1835. Now, that's not to be confused with the more famous Alamo Siege in the spring of 1836. The Battle of San Antonio is really the first major engagement between the Mexican army and the inhabitants of Texas. And we've come to the Milam statue really to make an important point, I think, about the Texas Revolt. And that is that it occurs in two distinct phases. The first phase, it really just involves the colonists of Texas. Most of them are Anglo-American, some of them, small minority, are Tejanos. But it's their grievances against the Mexican government that we really want to focus on. The second phase is when Anglo-Americans from the United States begin to pour into Texas after the rebellion has actually begun. By the time we get to the Alamo Siege in the spring of 1836, only 80 of the more than 200 Alamo defenders have actually lived in Texas for any length of time. So in the second phase, this increasingly becomes a rebellion involving Anglo-Americans and only Anglo-Americans. And we tend to lose sight of this, I think, because history books often lump these two groups together. We refer to Anglo-Americans simply as Texians. But they really were two very, very different groups. So in this lecture, and in this unit more broadly, I really want to focus on that first phase, the people who have actually lived in Texas and their grievances against the Mexican government. Why does this rebellion occur? Were those grievances justified? That's what we need to look at today.